Good evening. We present the news summary. Seychelles is amongst 143 countries that voted in favor to adopt the Pact for the Future at the United Nations Summit for the Future that is taking place in New York. The treaty establishes broad guidelines to address the challenges facing the world, such as climate change, artificial intelligence, as well as reform in the United Nations and global institutions. While addressing the summit, the President Wival Ramkalawan, once again appealed to the world to consider the dreams and aspirations of the most vulnerable countries. He said that the only way to achieve the objectives of the treaty is to include these countries when making decisions.
We cannot afford to make commitments to strengthen global cooperation on climate action, sustainable development, and equitable access to resources, only to see them diluted in implementation. The harsh truth is that despite our ambitions, there is a real risk that these commitments will fall short, continuing to marginalize those who are already most at risk, shutting them out of the very decision-making processes that shape their futures. To ensure that the Pact for the Future truly represents all sectors of society, we must actively engage young people in the development process, as their involvement is crucial to building a more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable world today.
The Association of Indian Ocean Ports has re-elected the CEO of Seychelles Ports Authority, Sonny Payet, as its chairman. CEO Payet held the post for the past 2 years. The election was during the association's AGM held at the Ports Authority today. Amongst discussions were the association's operation, budget, and way forward. The main goal of the association is to increase the visits of cruise ships between the Vanilla Islands. The aim of a two-day seminar launched at the Eden Bleu Hotel is to help parliamentarians of member countries of the Indian Ocean Commission better address the subject of climate change. The seminar is expected to help those countries which do not have legislation on climate change to start drafting a law of their own in line with the objective of the Paris Agreement on climate change. The meeting is organized jointly by the Assembly of Parliamentarians of French-speaking countries and the Association of Parliamentarians of the Indian Ocean Commission. The Minister for Transport, Anthony Dejac, is once again appealing to residents of South Mae, especially those of Takamaka and Ansoyal, whose properties border with the main road, to give way leave for the West Coast Road project. The 17.4-kilometer project runs from the Montagne Posée junction at Answalo to the Le Canel junction at Ansoyal. Minister Dejac was speaking during a visit last week to see firsthand the progress on the ongoing projects.
It's a community-based project. It's for the people of Seychelles, and we have to engage the people. For example, one of the main issues over the last few years is to get permission for us to construct pavements and to do road widening on other people's properties. Most roads touch other people's properties, and we really have to negotiate. And now, whilst we approach almost the end of these projects, there are still people who don't give us the way leaves, that is the permission. Inviting the press also gets on board that it's a project for all of us. We are all going to use the roads, we are all going to use the pavements, and we have to get to the people who own these properties that giving permission is in all our interests. You're not giving away your land, you're simply allowing a pavement to be built, constructed at the edge of your property. It will enhance the value of your property, it will enable you to walk to your property in safety and security, and it will allow you to use the public roads in security, not only for you and your children. A road is there for the next 50 years. And for the next 50 years, people will benefit, including your family. So please allow us to construct pavements and to do road widening on your property.
Members of the public learned more about the airport's safety measures in an exhibition held at the Seychelles International Airport. The activity was to commemorate African Airport Safety Week, celebrated every year during the month of September. The Seychelles Civil Aviation Authority organized various activities this week in line with the celebrations. Activities were also held at the Amitié Airport on Praslin. And this was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.